Hey everybody, it's Doom here from Dungeons and Doom Biscuit, and it's Easter. And even though we did play Friday, I did not do my Easter thing Friday because I wasn't ready. I've been working quite a bit, so I have to prepare my Easter encounter, and they expect an Easter encounter just like they expect a Christmas encounter because that's kind of the pace of how we do biz. So I'm just gonna get some cheap Dollar Tree eggs. I'm going to cut the bottom off of one. This has kind of like a little guideline circle I'm just following. It doesn't have to be perfect. Then I'm going to come down here. I'm going to just ruggedly and roughly get different cutters that are going to cut, because that ain't cutting shit. I apologize, I'm not feeling super great. Ooh, pardon me. Alright, something like that. And then I have these checker pieces from Dollar Tree. I'm going to get some hot glue. Something like that. I'm going to just kind of fill that in. I'm going to shove that egg in there like that. I'm going to get some more glue and lay it in there. I'm just going to get a little bit of snippings from that cracked egg and make them like eggshells. I'm going to stick them in directly into my hot glue on the sides and maybe even in the middle part a little bit. I haven't decided just yet. You're probably thinking, dude, what are you doing? Well, you'll see. I'm not promising it's going to be good. I don't want to make that kind of promise to you guys. We've been hanging out for too long for those of you who've been around. Okay, we'll set that one off to the side and let's make another one. And we'll just use the bottom half of that egg to accomplish it. There we go. We'll make another one. And we get a little glue in there. Okay. And we'll set this off to the side. For our next trick, let's make something that's hatching out of those pods. You can make one of these, two of these, three of these, as many as you want. I think I'm just going to make two, even though we could make a bunch and it would be great. My only thing would be, you probably would only have like one coming out of each egg is my guess, but I don't know that because these aren't real and I invented them. So you probably tell your own monster stories the way you tell your monster stories. And it'd be better for you to tell it your way. For me, all right, we're not done with that, so let's leave that out. So those are cooling, and now we need to figure out what we're going to do next. So I'm thinking I have some giraffe heads left over. From my last project. I'm just going to snip off all the parts I don't want from those and reuse those heads as the basis of this project. I wish I had pulled out two of that head. It looks a little better. You can see I can find one quickly. I'm not going to dig, but if I can find it, it would probably be better than the smaller one. No, I didn't find that, but I found a cat head that's a little bigger than that one. It'll look better. So I'm going to take these ears off, just like that. And I'm going to take that head off. Alright, so I have two heads, and here's what we want to do. Any kind of large size 72 millimeter soldier or monster could work if you have that. If you don't have that, even like skeletons would be perfect, I think. But that's not what I'm looking for just yet. Let's get a skeleton one. You see, if that guy's intact. Why is he in this box? This is a box for missing people. Well, that skeleton won't work because it's wearing armor. This one's got no armor, but he's got that thing. There's some really cheapy ones that are like $5 for $1, and they're like a weird color, and they don't take paint well. And that's the ones I'd like to find. All right, well, I can't find those, so we're just gonna make them. So we kind of want to get a really thin piece of foam and twist it like that into two shapes, or two spikes that are connected in the middle. And then we want to bend those into the shapes of gross, weird, awkward legs. Then we want to bend the feet flat and forward, and that's the beginning of this. Then for the next portion, you just want to kind of flatten the middle part there, just like this. Bring them up and around, fold it over, and mash it into a twisted and warped, kind of misformed torso shape. Okay, something like that. See, I got a decent shape going there. Now for arms. Roll this up. Twist them. You don't want to do these super tight, by the way, or you'll shred this. And you don't want these to be all the same width and thickness throughout. You want to kind of have some variation, and the more they kind of twist, the better they'll kind of go. Okay. You want the arms to be a little longer. You want these to be awkward and not make a lot of sense. This creature is basically not rational, is the thing. It's a terrifying, horrible thing. Now, this part is important. So you want to roll this up, twist these up, just like that, okay? And this is where we get exciting. Using something you can kind of smash down with. Mount your head on the front like that, at an interesting angle. Kind of fill that in. And then you get these pieces here, which are going to be the ears. You just snip those a little bit round on top and mount them to the head. Now I recommend that you make a little flat kind of spot here over your fingernail to get a better mount. And this one's kind of round, but not perfectly so. Sweet. What a demented little warped, horrible creature. Okay. Now you want to kind of bend the ears how you want them to look. Get your limbs in a position that you're happy with. Now for my limbs, since I have some hands here, and if you don't have hands, you probably could just not even have hands and it'd be alright. But I'm going to cut these hands off. I'm going to cut the ends of these arms off flush. I'm going to mount these on. And you don't have to do that part. I just think it would look good, so I'm doing it on mine. If I didn't have hands, I would just leave them as those weird spikes. Or maybe I would curl them like tentacles or something. I don't know. Okay, something like that. Now, we don't want any spider webs. And we do want to kind of strengthen up any weird spots like this. And make sure that this stuff's not going to move around too much. So just a little bit of glue here and there where you need it. Alright, let's get him on the base. To do that, I'm just going to make sure my flat ends both sit for my feet. Just so like I did. And I'm going to let that cool for a moment. I'm going to start here. I'm going to drip glue on his arms. And if I had been smart, I would have done his feet first. So I'm going to go back and hit the legs and let that glue just kind of run down until it hits the base. Oh hell. And this is why we can't have nice things. All right. Now this is a good one where if you have a brush that you don't mind getting rid of or losing, you can kind of paint this on and save yourself some effort. I didn't do it that way on this one, but on the next one I probably will. Very important that where the hands connect, you definitely get this on there. Because you don't want those coming off. Also the back of the neck and under the neck in the front, very important as well. Hold on. Oh, where was I? I get sidetracked easily. Oh yeah. Front of the ears. Okay. Pretty sturdy. There are some spots I don't particularly like. I'm just going to fix those. Look at the side of the head right there. I didn't like that. I don't like this side of the head either. Alright, so there's the first one. Now we just need to spray paint these and come back and paint them. But I want these guys to have something interesting, so let's hold on for a minute. Let's make the next one real quick while I think about how I'm going to do that. Alright, so same deal. I'm going to get some tinfoil. I think I want this one to be pretty similar, but just a little bit different. So like these things, when they hatch, they kind of all have some kind of common deal. That's important. There's some kind of continuity in their existence. See if we can get him nicely on the base using the posture of the feet as we have them. I'm sure hoping we can. We want to bend him a little bit forward, and then we're going to be smarter this time. Do them feet first. Oh, I was going to do this one with a brush to save material and make it easier on myself, and I didn't remember. Because the way I'm doing it is not the smart way, I promise you. Let's make the ears. Try to be done with this mess. Oh, I almost didn't remember to make a little flap. And I forgot to put hands on him. All right. We just need hands on that dude and we'll be set. And that's too easy. We already know the gig. We just find some hands and we put them on. This guy was a little bit bigger. I'll use these hands, which are a little bit bigger. Portable monsters are not all one size fits. Okay. Nice. I don't know how long that took, maybe about 35, 40 minutes. I'll tell you in a second, because I can look at my little dude in my bobber. But we don't have tails. Oh, we didn't get tails. Tails are going to be a crucial part of that craft, I am sure. So for the tails, I don't know what I'm going to use. I don't know, man. don't worry about the tails. They're not that crucial. All right. Set this off to the side. Set this off to the side. Let's come back to these. I'm just going to drag some swirls and stuff around to give this a little bit of anything. And I'm just going to leave the outsides be because they're not so crucial. What I will do though is I will hit these with a little bit of heat so that they will take a little bit of paint. Okay, we're going to hit the outsides of this. Just like that. And if I was smart, I'd have used, I don't know, a pair of the needle nose pliers sitting right exactly here to do that, but I used my fingers. That's okay. All right, so here's the Easter monies. I'm going to call them Darckadons in honor of Donnie Darko. They're going to be called Darckadons, and they're going to these pods are going to hatch, and Darckadons come out, and they really need tails. Oh, damn it! No, they're just going to have to go without tails. All right, so here's what we're going to do for tails. We're just going to snip off a little piece of that. We're going to get a tiny bit of glue, shove it to the butt, like that. All right, and that doesn't want to stay. Obviously, it doesn't want to stay. Sorry, I thought we were almost done. And I was mistaken. Okay. Too easy, and it will work for what we need. Okay, now they have a little strange tail, and I feel better. I just couldn't leave them tailless. I kind of want their tail to hang down, but then as I was positioning it, I was like, I don't think I want it to hang down. And I don't have a good reason for it. Nor do I know where these pods came from. Did they land here? Have they always been here? Did someone grow them and leave them here? I don't know. You might know. If you're making them, you'll know for sure. I will tell you this, please like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell icon, and all the happy crappy that does make the channel grow. Leaving a comment and stuff doesn't cost you a dime, but it does take your time, which is worth some money, if you think about it that way. But it means a lot to me, so please, just give it that second. Check out the Discord. We're in the middle of a competition called the Tardigrade Off. And if you're not familiar with that, it might sound like we're saying something bad, but we're not, I promise you. And it's actually a lot of really good people. No one's doing anything bad. It's hard to grade up. That was terrible. But yeah, so I'm going to get this stuff painted up, and I'm going to throw these on some bases so we can work on them, just like that, and like that. And when I come back, we'll paint them all, and it'll be a lot of fun. So check out the website, www.dungeonswag.com. There's a hyphen or a dash in there if you look, but it'll be in the description pretty soon. If it's not in upon release, it will be within the day. And there's a discount code down there to get you 25% off your first month of minis. So check us out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.